I have, well, evidently I had 4 ruptured vertebrae in my back. And here is my scan from 20. I'm trying to make it so you can see it in the camera. Okay, this is my scan of my back, and the black shows.
Let me share mine, hon, because it's
So the
it's
black,
right side up.
The black on my back were my ruptured vertebrae. And they told me the only way to cure them would be to have surgery and remove the extra tissue and I'll fix the cartilage and whatever it is they do. And I said, no. So then I went and I've been on the patches. At this point, I had the second scan done. You can bring up the second scan.
Okay, let me talk a little bit so you guys can see the scan because others it won't record.
Yep. So this is the second scan and all the black is gone. Evidently, my vertebrae is not ruptured anymore. The red marks are, that is nerve issues that I have going on. But I will tell you, when I had this done, I was walking around an event carrying roofing samples on my arm for 14 hours for 3 straight days. So I would like to go get it done again and probably won't have anything on it at all. I can touch my toes. I can bend my back. I can twist now. I don't have any of those problems. And 10 months ago, I was not even able to walk up the stairs in front of my house. So, and this is what I told both of them. I said, I was walking to my mailbox and I fell. And at the time, I was only 54. And I'm like, why am I falling? This is ridiculous. I used to be a triathlete. I'm very strong. I don't really have issues. And suddenly I'm falling in the driveway. I'm done. And I've been going to chiropractors. I have, taken 81 different medications they've tried me on. Nothing ever worked. I felt like I was just being a little drug head and I just didn't want to be that person. So I started with essential oils in 2009. I was introduced to this and here I am 10 months later. And then I have a 22-year-old dog. Her name is Sassy. I don't know if you could bring up the picture.
Now, what kind of dog is that again, Sharon?
She's a Pomeranian and she is officially the longest living Pomeranian in the world right now. And
Wendy, you hold up the after, I'll hold up the before. This is the before?
Yes.
And then this is the after.
So on May 20th, my dog was peeing nonstop and I didn't know what was wrong with her. And my whole family is like, Mom, you got to let go. She's 22 years old. Let her go. Now I've been patching Sassy for, at that time, like 7 months. And I patch her every other day and I don't put it on her. I put it in her bed and where she lays at night. When I take mine off, I just put them there. Well, Sassy was completely blind. Sassy was completely deaf. And after 5 months, Sassy can hear me and see me. And she had a heart murmur and congestive heart failure. And so I brought her in the vet May 20th, put her down. I bawled for 3 days. I called Wendy. I was going, I'm gonna have to put my baby down, and I'm just, I was so upset. I was breaking everybody's heart around me, including these two. We're just like, oh God, this is horrible. I just could not stop crying. So I bring her to the vet and the vet looks at her and he goes, let me examine the dog. And so he brought her up on the table and he examined her and he goes, she doesn't have a heart problem. And I'm like, what? He goes, she doesn't have a heart problem. And I go, well, why is she peeing all over the place? And he goes, because she's old. I said, so how do I stop that? He goes, I can give you something for that. It's all natural. Just give it to her for a week. This dog is way too healthy to put her to sleep. He goes, now I'll do it if you want me to. But if you don't want me to, and he goes, and obviously she doesn't want you to, this dog loves you and you love her. So stick it out. She might live to be 28. You don't know. He goes, what are you doing for her anyway? And I go, I put patches on her. He goes, what is that? And I go, stem cell rejuvenation. He goes, whatever works. And he goes, I'm not putting the dog down. He goes, do I need to write a note for your family? He goes, buy diapers, get over it, bring your dog home. So I called my husband and I go, ha, the patches worked. Sassy's fine. I'm bringing her home and she's not getting put down. So whatever, deal with it. And then I called these two and I'm like, because she was texting me probably every 10 minutes. Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Because I was broken. And Sassy's absolutely fine. And now she went on those little pills the doctor gave her for kidneys, and she's back to jumping around my yard. And she could see me even at night now. Like I'm walking at the end of the stairs, I got a light in my hand, and she's going at me, wanted me to go pick her up. So, because she can't walk up the stairs. I mean, I'm going to give it to her. She's still imbalanced. He said she's got something called twilight dementia. And he said, she's 22. How would you feel if you were 148? Just saying. So, my dog is home and she's still with me. And I just say, if your dog or cat have problems, I mean, seriously, have nothing to lose. And we're patching, and we'll catch you up all up on this, but their dog, Chip, is completely blind. And we've been patching him now for 2 weeks or something.
Not very consistently.
And so not consistently, but we've been patching him, and he found his toy on the floor without us handing it to him. So we're thinking he's starting to see shadows or something. He's able to get to the back door. So we're thinking he's able to see light now, but this dog was, I mean, nose on the ground to feel his way around like a walking stick, bumping into everything. He's not bumping into things. He made it into their bedroom yesterday. He's made it around the couch to the door. And we've changed the room around so he's not familiar with the surroundings.
I don't know if it's learned or what, but I think he really has. I think he just got one eye that's a little askew. It makes his depth perception a little bit off. Anyway, he's getting better.